Marracool now being trained by Robert Pearce. Pardon me, at Randwick. Empire behaving very well. Sets. Off in the last of the day, and National Saint smartest out, commencing well. Phoenix Park and Sound the Alarm right up there. So's Kingsgate, and booting up on the inside is Crete. Empire nice and handy, and then Shy Hero, St. Georgina, followed closely by Able Attempt. Length and a half further back, Shook, then Varacool, Polygram, Cosmic Rays drifting back. Knickerbocker Kid, Oscar Warrior and Silver Castle's last. They're stringing out. 700 left to go. Phoenix Park from National Saint. The heavily backed Empire third, then Sound the Alarm, Crete, Shy Hero, Kingsgate the rail, 2 to Able Attempt around Shook, and then comes St. Georgina, Varacool, Polygram, and then Cosmic Rays, Knickerbocker Kid, Oscar Warrior, and 6 to Silver Castle. Around the corner they travel, and Phoenix Park first for home. Empire's challenging now. Third is National Saint, this trio 2 Crete, and then Sound the Alarm coming to the 300 marker. Cassidy shaking up Empire. Phoenix Park leads the favourite a length, then National Saint, Crete coming home well, and then comes Sound the Alarm. It's Phoenix Park, Empire, Crete. Crete is finishing like a rocket. Late is Shook, Crete in front from Shook and Crete. Crete has beaten Shook and Polygram from Varacool, Empire, Cosmic Rays and National Saint. And then at the head of the others came, Varacool pulled up quickly in the run-on. About 2.5 then was Kingsgate, Knickerbocker Kid, Able Attempt, Sound the Alarm, Oscar Warrior. A good margin off next was St. Georgina. Phoenix Park stopped to a walk, finished amongst the tail enders with Shy Hero. Well, it's been a great day for Johnny Hooks. Number 15, and a good day for Corey Brown. Number 15, which was going to pay here, 1980 in New South Wales and 420. Double for Corey, and John Hawkes, of course, has trained 3 winners this afternoon. You had your warning, Mowerman and now Crete. Race for Mr. K. Esley by the great Masque from Mimizan, and Crete having now start 13. Second up from a spell. That Canterbury run improved him in the welter behind Specialist, and he's been able to take the last. No numbers up at the moment. 15 will be first at 1980. Second placing will go to number 13, and that's Shook, ridden by Darren Beedman, and Polygram will be third, number 11. And Cosmic Rays has run fourth. So it's 15, 13, 11 and 17 in the final event of the day, running a very slick 108.98.
Well, Crete there for John Hawkes and Corey Brown, $19.80 from Sook, $7.80, and Polygram third, $2.50. And it was an extraordinary race because they strung out like you wouldn't believe, Graham, and the pace was on right from the start. I suppose it set it up for horses coming from the back like Crete. But Johnny Hawkes, 3 on the day. What a great day he's had.
Yeah, certainly has. Certainly has. The favourite, he gave it every chance, Empire. It was just the weight that told the tail over the closing stages. But no, you take nothing away from the winner, and Shook and Polygram, which finished fast as well. So, anyhow,
We might take a short break, Richard. Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's go to a break. We'll be back with more soon.
to John Tapu, I believe, is with Scott Seamer.
Golden Slipper Day is all over for another year, and this one will go down in the history books as Scott Seamer's Day. 2 Group 1s, 2 Group 2s, and 4 magnificent rides. Scott, you've had some wonderful days since June of last year when it all started, but this has got to be the bobby of them all.
Yeah, the Melbourne Cup was good, but I suppose today with like 4 group races, it probably capped it.
Ethereal had lost a few friends, I feel, in the last month or so. People were wondering whether or not she was going to come back. She's just been needing the trip.
Yeah, she's always a mile-and-a-half mare, and people just fail to realise that. You get horses, you know, proper weight for age horses, anything from a mile, 2,000, they're competitive, where she's a mile-and-a-half mare, and she needs a mile-and-a-half before she shows her best.
And when they quickened in the straight, they left you for a few strides there.
They certainly did. Like Universal Prince Justin Sheen had me where he wanted me, and probably he didn't think I could come back and beat him. But she just couldn't sprint, but she just outstayed him.
Now, looking back on the slipper, Did you have a trouble-free run, or were there any glitches or hiccups at any stage?
No, I had a trouble-free run. That's the main thing in a race like the Slipper. If you can get around without getting into trouble, you know, that's half the battle. And she travelled well, got out when I wanted to, and had the last crack at Victory Vane.
She was back where, 7th or 8th in the mid-stages?
Yeah, she was midfield behind Bella Spree, coming around the first corner, and then at the 600 metres I got off the fence from behind him, and then as we straightened I got to 4 or 5 out where she could have a bit of galloping.
Did you see the trouble that Bella Spree struck? I think he hit the fence at one stage.
He did. He hit the fence at about the 800 metres when I was behind him, but I wasn't real keen to stay there, but I just had to wait till we got round the 600.
Now, Scott, you're planning an overseas holiday shortly. You're going to Hong Kong for a while first, and then on to Europe with your wife for a well-earned break.
Yes, we are. We're going for a break. Ethereal could be going too for a campaign. It could work in as well, but if she doesn't go, we're still going for a couple of months off before the Spring Carnival in Melbourne.
Yeah, we don't often see jockeys taking 2-month European holidays. You're just feeling that your body and brain needs a rest?
Yeah, I need a break from the pressure of the high sort of class racing, but also I won the Ron Hutchison Award for Excellence over the Flemington Carnival, and the prize was return air business class tickets to Europe and back, and my wife always wanted to go, so we're going.
You've come a long way from those early days at Ballina, Lismore, Casino, Murwillumbah and other tracks.
Yeah, you know, I still have fond memories of them tracks. I've ridden on a lot of bush tracks, and you know, they've been good days out there. I've rode Cup winners and 3 and 4 winners in days, but you know, riding at Rosehill and Flemington and Randwick, they certainly top them.
So from here on in, you're a carnival jockey. You're going to follow the sun.
Well, if I can, you know, maybe when we go back, we might settle in Melbourne for a while, see how it goes. But while I'm at this level and going so well, I'm mad not to take the chance.
Will you make me one promise? When you're back from that European holiday and you've got a little spare time, can we meet you one day on the Macadamia Nut Farm and sit down for a long, long talk for a program called Inside Racing?
For sure. If we can find a little bit of time, we sure will.
Great. Thank you, Scott. Congratulations on a magnificent effort right through from June of last year.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for talking to us. Scott Seymour, 4 winners on Golden Slipper Day 2002, and there are plenty more where they came from. Well, that takes me away.
Thanks, Tappy, and he is a great story, Scott Seymour. The last horse is moving in behind the gates at Moonee Valley there. We have a look at the update of the ratings in Brisbane with Star of St Covered on top at 100, Shannon Lee at 90, Deuciem at 90 and Sergeant Peppers at 83. And Doomben, look at the totes here. $3.90 for the favourite Star of St Covered and Shannon Lee on $4. Out to Deuciem on $6.90 and Tell Someone on $6.50. The others all double figures. Let's go to Greg Miles. Oh, over the page, sorry. Yeah, we've got a couple more there. They're all at double figures. The best of them, Topper, down there, number 12, Topper at $11. Let's go to Greg Miles as the last horses go into the gates for the last race at Moonee Valley.
Right, Rich, set to go. Last on the card. Adolescence, a little bit of support, but Thong Classic is the favourite. Tiger's Eye well in the market. Starter holding them for the final event. Off now. Tiger's Eye missed the start by about a length, and Soviet Draw, one of the first to bounce out. Adolescence got out nicely, and so did Lord Kingston. Pushing up on the inside as Captivator in the early stages. They cover the first 200 metres or so, and it's Soviet Draw working to the lead now. Lord Kingston moving up on the outside to second, and Captivator gets a good trail. Tiger's Eyes moved up to 4th. They're trailed a little wider out on the course by Adolescence, trailed then by, on the inside, the A Train. Then Thong Classic would touch the groom around it, and 2 or 3 lengths to Ekalaka. Down the back, and Lord Kingston takes them out to the 1,000-metre mark, a length and a half in front. Tiger's Eye moved to second. Soviet Draw is third, and about a length away on the outside is Captivator, who's had a good trail throughout. Adolescence has been wide all the way. Touch the Groom is taking off round the outside of the A Train. Thong Classic is back next to last, and Ekalaka at the 800 turn, and it's Lord Kingston leading narrowly. Tiger's Eye is only a neck away on the outside now. Captivator is in 3rd place on the outside of Soviet Draw. They're trailed wider out by Adolescence, Touch the Groom, and then the A Train, Thong Classic, and 3 lengths to Ekalaka. Tiger's Eye took the lead, 500 to go. Drew ahead in front now from Captivator on the outside, and Lord Kingston still there, the rail. Then came Adolescence under pressure from Soviet Draw, and Thong Classic is needing a big burst from there, coming around the home turn. and Lord Kingston kicking back well. Again took the lead from Tiger's Eye. Captivator on the outside, and Soviet Draw is sneaking through on the inside with a challenge. Adolescence got knocked down. It's Captivator moving up to Lord Kingston. Soviet Draw the rail, and Thong Classic. Captivator's put the head in front. Thong Classic lunged and made it close. Captivator or Thong Classic, not sure. Photo third. You got Soviet Draw, and Lord Kingston was up there when they hit the line too. In behind them came Ekalaka, the A-train. Adolescence. Tiger's Eye weakened and touched the groom back at the tail. This is fairly close here. Captivator, Thong Classic has taken a big dive at him on the post. And Captivator the inside, Thong Classic the outside. Or three's got it, Thong Classic on the outside. 3, Thong Classic. Stephen King has got there on the outside. Looked like Captivator might have got a bob in. Thong Classic there. Captivator kicking on the inside, but he probably just hasn't quite got the bob in time. And Thong Classic has managed to sneak home ahead of Captivator in second place, and the third has gone to Soviet Draw on the inside, just in front of Lord Kingston, who's run fourth, horse number 9. So 3, 2, 8 and 9 it is official in the last on the card.
Stephen King's had to lift the favourite over the line to get there in that last bound. 3, 2 and 8. Right, let's take it to Larry Olsen for the late mail on the last at Doomben.
Yes, thanks, Graham. Another tough one here. We're just about, well, we've got to get the cab pair home here. Graham, I'm going 2, 1, 6, 7. Now, the 2, Shannon Lee, she was my other special for the day. The other one that won, thank God. Now, she looks great in the enclosure. Up in the 1300, the 16 should suit her. The top weight, Staricent Cupboard. It's amazing. This horse has been to Sydney and come back, and gee, I'll tell you what, he looks fabulous walking out there. So I've got him in second. 6, Jersey Am, of course, it won the other day, beating Shannon Lee. It looks well. So I've got it in. Then Tell Someone. Very light filly, but still looks all right. If there's one in a bit of value, I thought was the 8 up the bid. I didn't think he looked too bad. But, Graham, we're going to do or die here. We're going with 2, Shannon Lee. I've backed her before. She's got us out of trouble. 2 from the 1, 6 and 7. That's all for me. Next week, we've got the Bribey handicap. And, you know, should prove to be quite a good race.
Certainly should. Absolutely. Thanks, Larry. And we're with you with Shannon Lee in the last.
It sounds like if Shannon Lee doesn't win, Larry mightn't be there next week.
We won't be getting a cab home, I can tell you that. OK. All right. Well, that's just about it from us. It's been a fabulous day. We've got a lot to talk about on Racing Retro tomorrow.
I sure have. I mean, the Scott Seamer story,
Yeah.
Tappy went on with it there, and it's just a fabulous story. It's a story I haven't heard in racing before, but racing keeps producing stories like that. Callaway Girl, there's another one. Just from nowhere, out of a paddock in the back blocks of the Sunshine Coast, I think it was, and here she is winning a Golden Slipper. And ethereal. Well, she is ethereal, isn't she? And
very much
she's
so.
won the Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup, and now the BMW.
Yeah.
What a race mare.
So we'll have all that for you tomorrow on Racing Retro. Partner, nice to sit alongside you today.
Yeah, it was nice to be out here with you, Graham. We'll be together again next Saturday, I believe, at Randwick for the big Derby Day, and what a race meeting that'll be. We've just gone from one highlight to the next.
That's right, Doncaster Day and all. Our coverage today brought to you by Amy. Our thanks to all the guys here, Frankie Boy, Ian and Ryan and all the crew that have been out here in the wilderness with us over the other side of the track. But it's been very enjoyable. Joe McKinnon, or Joey as we call it, Tappy, Wayne Harris, all the gang, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Hope you have you back to winner or two, and thanks to all the crew back in the Sky Channel studios.
Them.
We mustn't.
They're very important.
No, without them, we're not in a good way. That's it. I'm Graham McNeese on behalf of the Sky Racing crew. Bye for now as we head off to our farewell break. Let's have a look at more of Callaway Girl's gutsy win in the Amy 2002 Golden Slipper.
And Schwazier's on the extreme outside, well in the straight in the slipper. Here's Victory Vane pouncing on the roughie before too long. Snowland, Yell, Brief Embrace, and then Bellis Free. Callaway Gal, Chuckle, Planche, and Schwazier. It's Victory Vane, the leader. Callaway Gal, here's this man, Scott Seamer on the Queenslander. Callaway Gal, she runs to Victory Vane, and she got there. What a magnificent win to Callaway Gal from Victory Vane, and it's a